Hey guys, welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Welcome back. Send all your questions my way, Dan at theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Today's video, quick. It's what happens when you're a research clinic and your site loses a study. Okay, so it happens. Sometimes you're doing a study and the sponsor, for whatever reason, terminates your site. It could be a lack of enrollment. It could be that you've had too many queries that are unanswered, or you've had too many protocol deviations. It could be a number of reasons. It could be budgetary reasons, monetary reasons from the side of the sponsor. It could be a whole number of reasons. So this happened with one of my client sites. And what happens is, be careful when you negotiate your contracts, because in the contract, they can terminate your site at any time. So good luck trying to get rid of that clause. If you can, send me proof and I will hook you up with something cool. But I don't think you're going to be able to get rid of that clause. Sponsor has the right to terminate your site whenever they want. But what you should account for, you want to prepare for maybe your site being terminated, just to be on the safe side. Because did you know that when your site is terminated, after you have an early term visit for your patient, depending on the study, you can still have, and it's up to the investigator's discretion, safety follow-up visits. So a good example of this is a depression study. Let's say the site is forced to early terminate all their subjects. Well, these are patients with depression who have been washed off of their meds, and an early termination visit is not enough to ensure their safety. So you want to do weekly or every other week follow-ups to make sure that there's no suicidality, any serious adverse events, and you want to make sure during this period you're transitioning them on to their regular physician, in this case a psychiatrist or whatever it may be. So the point of all this is be careful, because as soon as you do that early term visit, all those safety follow-up visits are not considered real visits. So you won't get paid for those unless you invoice the sponsor for it, and make sure you get written approval either by email, or make sure it's in your contract somewhere. Say, in the event that the site is terminated, it should be left up to PI's discretion how many safety follow-up visits are needed. And of course you don't want to milk this. You just want to make it what would be clinically appropriate for that particular protocol. So you don't want to bring in a patient every week just so you can bill the sponsor and do all the procedures. But if you can reasonably justify the safety aspect, you can still get some more visits out of it while doing the right thing, which is making sure that the subject is withdrawn in a controlled way, and also that the study participant is referred to their regular physician for proper follow-up and care. And so the idea is you want to have this be a smooth transition and not something where it can actually seriously jeopardize the study participant's health and well-being. So just look out for that in the contracts, and I'll talk to you guys more about contracts and budgets later. This is Dan from theclinicaltrialsguru.com.